Hi folks, Simon here. Welcome back to the channel and a brief Final Fantasy XVI development update for you today. This comes directly from Square themselves and it has been posted on the Japanese Square Enix website, so I've used Google Translate to help us on our way. It's not perfect translate from Google, but hopefully it will see us through. I did mention that any updates I would be sharing with you on the game throughout its development, so if you haven't already, please do subscribe so that you can also be kept up to date with this stuff. But yeah, I think this is good news. The actual post is a recruitment drive. They're wanting to get more developers on board here. And let's just go through it, shall we? So this is the Google Translate version. But FF16 is undergoing large-scale development for release as a title for PS5. And in particular, we are looking for the final staff to create the world of FF16, such as creating various stages, fields, large-scale cutscenes, and character actions. And if we just pop down here, they tell us that basic development and scenario production has already been completed. So what is basic development? Well, I'm not exactly sure. They don't define that here. But they do link it with this scenario production. So my understanding then, maybe I'm wrong on this, you guys let me know if you think so. But my understanding is that the actual story for the game is complete. It's probably playable from start to finish. The main thing is, though, that a lot of the production is still being worked on, so it would be, I suspect, in a very raw state right now. But obviously, that's a very, very, very important part of development. So if the story is playable now, as I expect that it is based on this statement, then that certainly bodes well for the ongoing development of the game. So yes, they are recruiting for more developers, but not for the basics. As they say here, what they're hoping to do with new developers is put them on the team so that they can create various stages, large-scale cutscenes, and then character actions. So to me, this sounds like all of that high production stuff they're really trying to pump out now. But having this basic development done is, as I say, very good news indeed. And they also confirm that most of the development staff are going to be working remotely, or currently are working remotely. I don't think that's a surprise to any of us. You know, Final Fantasy XVI was announced a few weeks ago by this point, and everything we've been learning about the development of this game since that announcement is pointing to the fact that it is going to be with us sooner rather than later. You know, when the game was first announced, my initial reaction was, oh, this is something for 2025 or something like that. Because historically, Square haven't been particularly great with their Final Fantasy games of recent years in when they make the announcements for those games to actually getting those games in our hands. But everything we're looking at since then is, you know, pointing to the opposite, that maybe Square have in fact learned from past mistakes. And we do now know that Final Fantasy XVI has been in development for at least 4 years, maybe 5 by this point. So I'm going to optimistically continue to hold on to my prediction of early 2022 release. Some people are saying that they now expect the game for holiday period 2021, which is possible. But perhaps that's just a little bit too soon in my opinion. I think early 2022 gives a good 18-20 months left just to really focus out this large-scale production and then get any finishing touches into the game before its release. Even if that's a little bit too optimistic, and I don't think it is, but even if it is, the fact that basic development and scenario production have been completed by this point, that just continues to give evidence that this isn't going to be another 5-year wait like we had with Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example, when that was initially announced. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? When do you expect us to be able to play Final Fantasy XVI? And, you know, are you looking forward to the game? Are you hyped based on that first trailer that we saw recently? But yes, guys, I will be sharing any future updates on Final Fantasy XVI's development right here on my channel. So make sure you stick around, and I'll catch you guys soon. So have a great day, everybody. Take care.